Hey everyone. So this is part 2 of my blindness story. This goes out to people who wear contacts. And parents, please listen up if you are thinking about letting your kids have contacts. So back when I was definitely in high school, it might have been even middle school, or like the end year of middle school, I asked my parents if I could get contacts. Dad was on board. Mom was more hesitant. But eventually, Mom did get on board with it. And I got contacts. So, of course, I was like, yay, this is great. Because I felt like I've always grew up wearing glasses. And the way how my vision is, it's tunnel vision. So it felt like wearing glasses like really cut off my vision. Like it felt like I was like legit seeing tunnels out of my glasses. And once I got contacts, it felt like I had more of peripheral vision, even though it probably never actually changed, but in my mind, it felt like it changed. So I had contacts all throughout high school and through college, at least my community college, I had contact. And I was working at the time. But before that, like, I felt like I was constantly getting pink eye all the time. And mind you, I was a kid and I thought I knew what was best for me. So Mom was on top of me, and making sure that I keep my contact lens case clean. I'm doing the solution. I'm not sleeping in my contacts and everything. But again, I was young and I thought I knew what was best. And so I did sleep in them. I know I wasn't taking proper care of my case and, just everything that I know I shouldn't have been doing, I was doing. And my parents tried really hard to, they were on top of me about them. So, nothing against my parents. I was just stubborn and I thought I knew what was best for me. So, again, I was being diagnosed with pink eye constantly. And I don't know if this is the start of it or not. But one day I was at work and I knew something was wrong because my eyes were so inflamed. They were so painful, but I still went to work, and throughout the day, I started losing my vision, like everything of my vision. And again, I'm already legally blind, so the remaining of my vision pretty much was gone. I couldn't even, I had to call my mom. So to tell her what was going on, you need to come pick me up now because I cannot see. I think I asked someone to look on my phone to call my mom because again, I couldn't see. I'm not a voiceover user. I would read normal print or large print on my phone, but I just couldn't see anything. I was to the point that I couldn't even see light anymore. And it was a big shock to me. It would put me out of my normal. Even though I've always been legally blind, it just put me out of my normal. And again, Mom came, picked me up. Of course, Mom had the freak out reaction to what was going on, so I thought I was being in trouble, but it was just her reaction. And she ended up taking me to a regular doctor because it does take longer to get into an eye doctor. But so I went to a regular doctor, and the doctor shined a light in my eyes, and supposedly you could see a spot on my eyes. There were white spots going on my eyes. And, doctor asked if this was normal. And, of course, my mom said no. So we ended up going to an eye doctor. And this eye doctor happened to be a cornea specialist. I was not a big fan of this eye doctor at all. Again, I hated eye doctor just in general because that has been my whole entire life. So I'm back at an eye doctor, and I was diagnosed with having corneal ulcers on my eyes. And again, I am not seeing anything at this point by the time I got to this eye doctor. So it's like maybe, it seemed like a while by the time I got to this eye doctor. But the doctor prescribed me some type of drops to help, but they didn't know like if it was going to fully help or not. So it did help because I was able to restore some of my vision, but my vision hasn't been the same since having ulcers. And I have lasting scarring on my eyes. What happened was, because I wore contacts so much, and there was a lack of oxygen going to my eyes. So from the no oxygen caused these ulcers. And again, being already legally blind, that, I just caused more damage. And no, I was not trying to do this to myself on purpose. I just thought I knew what was best for me. I was young, and I made a mistake because I did not listen to my mom or my dad, who was really like, you got to keep on top of this. And so now thankfully my vision now is better, but I lost my peripheral vision to the point that I'm seeing like now, I was at like 20 degrees. Now I'm more like less than 5 degrees in my vision. My acuity did come back pretty good. I was, for now, like I see like 20/40-ish. So I mean, again, that is pretty good. I don't wear any contacts now. I do not wear any glasses. My vision just kind of like stabilized. But again, I'm only seeing like in like a 5% like circle-y thing. Like if you look through a paper towel holder type thing, like even smaller than that now. But yes, this goes out to parents who and their children want contacts. Please be aware that this can happen. I know other people who have had ulcers on their eyes, but their vision did come back to normal because they had no vision issues prior, and they probably caught it sooner than what I actually did. So just be aware, if you have contacts, clean them. If they're teens, be on top of them. If you have to pry those contacts out of their eyeball, do it. Because I do not want to see anyone else suffer the way how I suffered with this pain. Was so bad. And to lose my vision completely, that was a game changer to me. And no offense to my completely blind individuals out there, I know I only experienced for a very short amount of time, but I give it up to you guys. Like, you guys are, it just seemed amazing to me because it was a game changer for me to experience that, even though I've always been legally blind. So please keep up on your contact lenses. If you have contact, take them out. Give your eyes a break. I know I was so against glasses and everything, but again, I just wanted to fit in like everyone else. And I know it was a social thing. And again, I just want to share my story. This is what happened to me. And I am so thankful for my guide dog. And this was kind of the turning point of why I ended up getting my guide dog, because my vision has decreased so much from the incident. And yeah. But I just want to share this. So thank you, everyone.